Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of Reverb News. I bring to you all the celebrity gists which are trending and you need to know about. We'll be right back on today's headlines. On today's headlines, we're taking a look at Ghanaian actor who has finally tied the knot traditionally. We're also going to be talking about another Ghanaian actress who is disclosing why most celebrities remain single. And lastly, more details onto what happened between Adeniyi Johnson and Toyin Abragam. All of this will be on Reverb News right up. Alright ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome back to today's gist. We're just about to talk about actor John Dumelo, who has finally tied the knot. John Dumelo was one of Nollywood's most eligible bachelors, and of course we have a bittersweet feeling because it's hard to say goodbye, but we're actually very happy that he has found his missing rib. Now, he got married traditionally all the way in Ghana to a giftie. Now, a lot of people have been trying to do some FBI work onto how this woman was actually able to snag John Dumelo. Now, it is reported that actress Nadia Buari was actually the one who instigated the relationship. Now, it seems that she played matchmaker in bringing this very lovely couple together. Now, we've seen pictures and they look very extravagant and we can't wait to see the white wedding. So congratulations are definitely in order to John Dumelo. Alright, moving on. Have you ever wondered why most Nollywood celebrities, female celebrities, are still single? Well, actress Yvonnne Okoro has come to their defense to give why it appears that Nollywood leading ladies are still yet to tie the knot. Now, the actress is saying that she is very appalled by the fact that most people think that female entertainers are high maintenance and will be very expensive to keep. Now, she says that most men find it very hard to approach her because they feel that she's already rich and well-to-do, and they need to be on a certain class to be able to be with an Nollywood or Ghanaian artist. So Yvonnne Okoro has tried to motivate men out there that you don't need to be scared of Nollywood actresses because they are just like every other basic female. Now, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Nollywood actresses or female celebrities on a whole are higher maintenance to keep? Let us know what you think on our Tribe TV platform. And lastly, if you thought the war between Toyin Abragam and her ex-husband Adeniyi Johnson was over, well, it is very far from it. Now, we're not here to say that they're actually warring against each other, but when one party still goes granting interviews about his supposed ex, we can say that the relationship is fully not over. Now, Adeniyi Johnson had an interview recently where he disclosed that his ex-wife, Toyin Abragam, was dating Seun Egbede when they were still married. Now, he's also insinuating that Toyin was the one who first cheated on Adeniyi Johnson. Now, he's saying that for a couple to go their separate ways, it has to be mutual with the two factors. Now, I was kind of rooting for Adeniyi Johnson and Toyin Abragam, but when things got violent, both physically, emotionally, it was time to say goodbye to them both. Now, it's good to see them doing really well. Adeniyi Johnson, on one hand, has been engaged or is engaged to also actress Seun Egbede, and Toyin Abragam, on the other hand, is concentrating on her career, which she's doing pretty well at. Well, it's good that we have finished today's episode. Well, that's all we had to talk about on today's episode. And of course, I'll catch you guys next time. But before I do that, you know I have to give the news recap and of course our social media handles. So I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back to The Gist. Well, not for too long. We're about to give our recap and of course a sign now. Thank you so much for hanging in. If you are just tuning in, this is all we talked about on today's show. On today's news, we talked about actor John Dumelo all the way in Ghana, who has tied the knot to his sweetheart Gifty. We also talked about Adeniyi Johnson, who is talking about his splits from his ex-wife Toyin Abragam. And lastly, Yvonnne Okoro is backing up all the single ladies in the industry as she's giving reasons as to why many of them are still single. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys next time. My name remains Asari Duke. If you're wondering where you can catch me up at, catch me on Instagram, AsariDuke_. That is where I'm mainly at. You can also check out the lovely boutique who keeps on hooking me out with this very gorgeous outfits. This lovely top is from Indigo Boutiques. Check them out at Indigo Boutiques. And of course, you can follow us on our Tribe TV website or Tribe TV social media platform, Instagram and Twitter at Tribe TV. www.tribe.tv is our website, which you can log on to. I hope you enjoy all the movies showing right up next, and enjoy the night.